Hello my friends, welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday for Tuesday, November 30th, 2021. This is Jennifer. Guys, welcome back to my sewing room. It is good to be here. It's been a very long time since I've recorded in this room, definitely before the pandemic. I am delighted to be here. It's very echoey because what you see behind me is half of the room and everything is pushed to this half. That does not include everything that I took out over the last couple years so that I could sew downstairs in the garage. And yeah, so let's have a very quick tour. So this wall you see here right to the left of the door, that is where my design wall was. So I've recorded probably hundreds of Talk to Me Tuesdays standing in front of that wall. When we pan around here, you can see my Kallax in the background. And this is my sewing table with loads of stuff on top, as you can see. And then in the background here, you can see my dresser. This is where I keep all of my fat quarters. Right now, it's probably got 25% of my stash in it because most of that is actually in plastic bins in the garage. Where the dresser is where my desk used to be. I removed the desk and it's now in my son's room. This wall, which is very boring, is actually where my dresser used to be, and this wall, which looks like absolutely nothing, is where my sewing table used to be. This is the window that goes right next to my sewing table. And over here, you can see there's a second window. That is actually a closet. So this closet, I've removed all of the shelving. I had wire shelves, I had bookcases, and I just used it for storage. And I had the window blacked out, which I will have something to share with you about that later. As I'm sure you can probably tell, I have prepped half of the room and squashed everything else on the other half. So at this point, I've ripped up the carpet on half the room. I've taken everything off the walls on half the room. I have spackled all the holes. I have cleaned the windows. I've actually resealed, recaulked the windows. Everything on this side of the room is ready to paint and refloor. So probably tomorrow, because Tuesday is my designated be on the computer all day. Tomorrow I'm gonna start painting and I need to show you my paint chip. Before I took off last week, I didn't have a video. I did have a photo I shared, which I'll tack on to the end. Before I took off, in my last video, I told you I was thinking of painting this white with a very tiny hint of teal. Well, I pulled a whole bunch of paint chips from Lowe's. I brought them home and I taped them on the wall and I just left them here and I just kept coming in and kind of looking at them and looking at them. And I changed my mind. So instead of white with a hint of teal, I'm going full on. This is the paint I bought. It's a Valspar. It's called Aquatic Mist, and I'm going full on teal. This is a color I love to use in quilts, and I've used it a lot the last couple years especially. And I've just decided the colors in this room have always been very muted, and I want something that pops. So I'm going to use white, teal, and then the navy blue that's in the bins on my Kallax. So any bins, they don't make this print anymore, so any new bins I get, I'm probably gonna do either white or teal just to like pull it all together. So it will be Aquatic Mist with a bright white trim, which I think will look really nice. Inside of the closet is actually going to be my office. I gave my old desk, wasn't that old, like 3-4 years old. I was never that keen on it, but I gave it to my son. It's in his room for when he visits from college. And I have an antique table that was my grandmother's that I have been sewing on in the garage ever since I've been sewing in the garage, and it is the perfect size to go in this closet. So it is going to become my desk. There used to be a maroon shelf. It was in the background of many of my videos that was mounted to the wall. I'm going to paint it white and it's going to hang over my desk, and that will be my desk storage. You can probably tell that I'm very excited to be back in this room. I have so many ideas that are creeping in my head for things I want to work on. I have a couple of big projects that I have to work on as soon as this is done, and I'm looking forward to getting back to it. I'm looking forward to having an entire room to myself that's just my creative space. I've really missed it. I think I started using this room as a sewing room in like 2007. I think it was about 2007, because previously it was an office, and at the time it was like, you know, big computers, big servers. We had like a wall of servers, just all kinds of stuff. My husband's a software engineer, and this room was full of computers. And like my desk was in here at the time, but most of it was his stuff. And when we got laptops, he was like, you should have the room. So I've had the room since then, and I started Talk to Me Tuesday a couple years later, and this has been the home of Talk to Me Tuesday for most of the time. So I'm very excited to be able to bring it back into this space and have the space just new and bright and happy. And I have so many plans I can't wait to share with you guys. I have furniture plans, I have design wall plans, and just like I said, a million projects that I'm making lists. I have so much to work on. So that's it for me. I hope you guys had a lovely, safe holiday week. I hope you got to see people you love. I hope everyone stayed safe. And I look forward to seeing your videos, and definitely look forward to seeing your holiday crafts, because I don't know if I'm gonna get to do any this year, and it's kind of driving me a little crazy already. So I would love to see what you're working on. You guys have a wonderful week. Have a crafty week, and I will see you next week. Bye.